Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Stewart's Panthers going up against Blunt's Patriots. Nothing quite like New England in the fall, so let's get you up to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Ned. We've got a good one on Patriots. Always, he's Charles Davis, and next in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand and who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do-it-all. Can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton. Now, Newton against the Vikings in Week 3 was sacked, Charles, 8 times through 3 picks, was 21 of 35, but he could just never get comfortable in the pocket. Someone was always chasing him.
It almost felt like watching the Super Bowl against Denver because some of the numbers were just fine. He's 21 of 35 throwing the ball. They'll take that all day, 262 yards. But the numbers you pointed out are the ones that concern them. Him getting hit that many times and not being able to sustain offense throughout the game, even though they got off to a 10-0 lead.
And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Off play action, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Stewart, and he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the #1 thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A partner, this New England defense was dominant in Week 3. The Texans, they shut him out. That's the first time that Houston's been shut out since 2003.
In a lot of ways, what New England's doing in 2016 reminds me of Miami back in the early 1970s. Remember, that defense didn't even have a nickname, so they turned it into a nickname for them. And this group, we don't really say a whole lot. Different names may pop up, but it's how they play as a collective unit. I do look at Dante Hightower, though, and see that big physical and intelligent presence that he brings to them. But it's 11 guys playing really, really well, and I'd hate to try and move the ball against them.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
A big play there for the Patriots. 30 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And that loss to the Vikings, this Carolina defense, they were really pretty good, only gave up 22 points.
I agree with you totally, and they were great in 2015. I think they played well in 2016. Thomas Davis Jr., another linebacker. KK Short up front with Coney Ealy now providing great pass rush. This team's going to be just fine on the defensive side of the ball. The focal point of the Panthers is offense because of Cam Newton, but the defense, it can take them a long way.
And Blunt should be running with some confidence coming off that Week 3 game. He was over 100 yards, scored twice as well.
And he likes being the focal point of things. He doesn't say a whole lot, but he enjoys having the game on his shoulders. I mean, let's face it, him running inside where there is a lot of traffic, he usually cleans it up pretty well just by himself, so does a great job. And did you see him after his second touchdown?
Oh, he posed with a Minutemen.
Yes, it looks like that's becoming kind of a tradition for him, and what a great tradition to establish when you play in New England.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Startulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half. Some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Newton. And Olsen over the middle. Oh, now Olsen slow to get up here. Still on the ground. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And Ginn's got it. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 71 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure if there's been a better tandem than Brady to Gronk for the last half-decade, so it can be a surprise when they don't hook up and a downright shock when a ball's intercepted. But that is great instincts here defensively to come away with the football.
This Carolina offense, as they come back onto the field, they had their struggles in Week 3 against Minnesota. It's strange to think they already have 2 losses. They didn't get their second loss last year until the Super Bowl.
Last year was almost a track meet for them, especially on offense. And what was it, in their last 3 home games prior to that, they were averaging 42 points a game. So they would put up big numbers. And then you have these monster receivers out wide that you say, how do you deal with them? And Minnesota found a way. Devin Funchess, Kelvin Benjamin, 0 catches each in their last outing.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, here's Newton. And